day. It's Forte's Jets going up against Peterson's Vikings. So with that, let's get up to the new U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. On the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are at the newest stadium in the NFL, and its inaugural year. There's a look inside U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the New York Jets and the Minnesota Vikings. The play clock's running down. Here's Fitzpatrick. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be a second down. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. First carry for Matt Forte. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
But I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Fitzpatrick on 3rd and 2. And he's got a noon one. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Play clock winding down. A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. Rifling one complete into the hands of Marshall. And he's brought down. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Fitzpatrick on first down. That one complete to Anderson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it second down. And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets the tone for the offense.
Again, it's Fitzpatrick. He's going to let this one go deep. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Time to feature the offensive starters and to give some love to the tight end, Kyle Rudolph.
He's been to the Pro Bowl already, battled a few injuries, but he's back and better than ever. Has added a little yoga to his regimen in order to make him more nimble. That makes it that much harder for the defenders to catch him.
Going for the deep ball. The intended receiver was Laquan Treadwell, and it's third down. And quickly the starting 11 now for the New York defense.
Darrelle Revis is on the short list of the best corners who ever played in the NFL. Revis Island is where wide receivers go to hide.
And he will find his man on the outside. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
The throw left side complete to Treadwell. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Let's just go ahead and go back to that play with his eyes because he's got to read his keys. Run or pass right off the top. He's probably going to read an offensive lineman to see if he sets up in pass protection, if he fires out for a running play. The next thing is you're going to check and see what the back's going to do, and if he ends up with the football, okay, now you got to check and see. Does an offensive lineman come downfield and try and block you? Are you going to try to elude him? Are you going to take him on and hold your spot? What are you going to do? In this case, didn't have to do any of that. Saw all of his keys, saw the play in front of him, and ran clean to the ball carrier and finished off the play.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying up.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Michael Pruitt, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. Defense just has to hate those guys.
Just drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And complete over the middle, Safarian Jenkins. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. And they've got it here with a first down. Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down. A dump off to Forte. And he's brought down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Well, on this Thanksgiving week, some teams have some youngsters to be thankful for, don't they? A lot of rookies have really stepped up this year.
Well, Carson Wentz started from day one, even though they didn't expect him to in Philadelphia. Got his team off to a 3-0 start. They're 5-5 now, and he's getting kudos all around the league for his poise and his athletic ability. And how about Los Angeles? Jared Goff finally got his first start.
Yeah, he got his first shot, did okay. We'll see how he does going forward.
But to me, the story is in Dallas.
Oh, absolutely.
Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott, not only are they playing well, they've affected a culture change for the Cowboys.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Matt Forte, 58 yards. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And his kick is good. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
McKinnon, he toted the rock 16 times against Arizona last week, 44 yards on the ground.
We all know that Adrian Peterson has been hurt this year, so Minnesota trying to find offense in the running game. Jerick McKinnon, one of the two. He and Matt Asiata, a different 1-2 punch. McKinnon, much more the open field guy.
He's going to look deep down the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Following the interception here, Fitzpatrick. And this is caught. First catch by Brandon Marshall. Give him 16 on the pickup, and the Jets are going to have a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2, and that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Emerson Griffin coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. Big sack on second down. Now the offense needs to convert here on third. In motion, Anunwa. Third and long for Ryan Fitzpatrick. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, fourth down.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the second interception in the first half.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll send Marshall in motion left. On 4th down, they snap it to Fitzpatrick. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kyle Rudolph, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Fielded about a yard deep. So out now come the Jets. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Eric Kendricks not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. 2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. More from Minneapolis after this. And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on 3rd down after that sack. Fitzpatrick off the play fake to Powell. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker, complete. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it.
Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team?
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Lee in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jerick McKinnon, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, You may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked. Everson Griffin in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Now a second down throw for Fitzpatrick. Trying to lay one up deep. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on fourth. They're indeed going. It's Fitzpatrick. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. McKinnon, and he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Second down, Bradford throwing middle, and it's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Rhett Ellison as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the Jets set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing Fitzpatrick. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Here's Fitzpatrick. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. This is the running back, Powell. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down. Final play of the half, Fitzpatrick. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And wait a minute, did the Jets get it? They did. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influences going into the head coach's ear.
Here's Fitzpatrick. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. And, my friend, let's switch to weather talk for a second because the seasons, they are changing a little bit. We saw a lot of cold weather games in Week 11, didn't we?
That we did. I'm surprised you're not strumming a guitar right now while you're talking to me. But let's face it, if you're a kicker, if you're a punter, a lot of quarterbacks will say the same thing. Please let these games be in domes in this time of year, and especially going down the stretch, because it can really wreak havoc with your game.
Good thing for you, you'll be in Miami Thanksgiving weekend. You got 49ers and the Dolphins.
Yes, I will. Be working on my tan.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on third.
Playing coverage here.
Now Fitzpatrick. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. So they just got the football on an interception. They almost gave it right back the same way.
And you know, when you look over to the bench after that type of a play, number one is pure relief. Didn't give it up. But it's not the coach you're worried about yelling at you. It's those guys on defense who just intercepted the pass who want to break over there. Hey, take care of the football, man.
And that one is incomplete. He just dropped it. But they're up big on the scoreboard, so maybe he can chuckle about later.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
10 yards to go on third.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. Stop right there. Everyone go.
On third down, Bradford forced out to his left. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. NFL teams last year a little under 50% on fourth down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. Fourth down, Bradford. A dump down to McKinnon. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that fourth down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Fresh set of downs here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. A first down throw for Bradford. And his throw is incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's second down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. They have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up a second and goal. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Again, it's Bradford. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kyle Rudolph. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Everson Griffin able to disrupt yet another pass play, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Second down, Fitzpatrick. A hit as fires. He throws there, incomplete. They were looking for Marshall that time, and that'll make it third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long. Now Fitzpatrick. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Move, 45. Move, 45. Over.
On fourth down, they snap it to Fitzpatrick. And he comes back with one complete. 19 yards there on the pickup. And on fourth and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Well, you know, that incompletion gives me a second to tell you that, partner, it's Thanksgiving week, and gosh darn it, I'm thankful for you.
Oh, listen to you.
Yeah.
You're awfully good. Look, truthfully, I'm thankful for you. I'm thankful for this opportunity for us. Thankful for the Madden franchise and all the people who play it. Because without them, we're not sitting here.